I call this meeting of the Craven County Board of Education to order, please. Thank you. Thank you. I call the meeting to order, please. Thank you, everybody. Like to welcome everybody here tonight. And at this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Miller if she would do a roll call for us, please.
Ms. Frances Boomer,
Here,
Ms. Naomi Clark. Present. Mr. Victor Dove,
on his way.
Mr. Carl Ipop. Ms. Kelly Muse. Ms. Kimberly Smith. Mr. Brent Manning.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you. And at this time, I need to ask if there are any amendments to the board's agenda for tonight.
I think that's.
It's okay.
Mhm.
If there are none, at this time, I need to get a motion to adopt the May 19th, 2022 board meeting agenda.
So moved.
It has been moved and second that the May 19th, 2022 board agenda be adopted. Are you ready for the question? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I have it, and the board member is adopted. The agenda is adopted for tonight. And at this time, I would like to take the opportunity to share with you our vision and mission statements. We envision a public education system that challenges all students as learners and prepares them to imagine and create a successful life, values educators, and empowers them to inspire and spark innovation in every student, leads them, families, and all members of the community to work together to support public education to the benefit of our students, our community, our nation, and our world. Our mission statement: together with our families and community, Craven County Schools would educate all learners to personal, professional, and civic success through challenging and personalized instruction. And at this time, I'm going to ask Vice Chairman Naomi Clark to review the ground rules, the bin items, and the safety procedure in the event of an emergency with the attendees of the Board of Education for this particular meeting tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would ask that we post and approve the agenda. We listen as an ally. We have no sidebars, and that includes the audience respecting us as well. Please put your phones on silent or vibrate. One person speaks at a time. Everyone participates. Stay on task. We're going to start and stop on schedule. We will schedule appropriate breaks, and then at the end, we will evaluate the meeting. And with regard to the safety procedure, I defer to Mrs. Watson, who will explain the procedure.
Good evening and welcome to Grover Seafields Middle School. In the event of a tornado, we are thankfully in a room with no windows, so we'll ask that you crouch low and cover the back of your neck with your hands. If we were to have a fire emergency, please note that there are fire exits at the front of the building as well as the back of the building that are lit in red signs. If we were to have an intruder situation, we would close the main door into the auditorium and we would shelter in place unless it was feasible to evacuate. If we were able to evacuate, we would use the same locations as the fire exits. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And at this time, I would like to recognize elected officials, dignitaries, leaders present in the audience, and those who are present electronically. And at this time, if we have any elected officials present, will you please stand? Craven County School Teacher of the Year, Arnita Morris, will you please stand? H. McDonald Middle School, she's in the back. Our principal of the year, Stacy Freewood, Havelock High School. Our military liaison, Mrs. Leafa Palmer. Craven County Schools Military Liaison Counselor, Mrs. Valerie Nasser. Partners in Education Executive Director, Ms. Darlene Brown. At this time, we'd like for all our principals and staff employees to please stand. And if we have any retired educators, will you please stand? All right, we do appreciate you. I'd like to thank all of you for coming. And at this time, I'll call on board Attorney Brian Gatchell to offer an invocation for the meeting.
Board members, if you'll please pray with me. Heavenly Father, in a world where weakness is shunned and flaws disparaged, we pray to you, O Lord, that you would uphold and redeem our imperfect existence with your perfect power and loving presence. There is not one of us who is not found wanting according to the world's measurements of perfection, but in you we find our strength. There are holes in our lives which we attempt to fill with futile effort, but there is not one aspect of our being that you do not stand ready to enhance with a capability beyond that which anyone can possibly imagine. Your power is released in our weakness. Your perfect plan is made evident where we flounder. And so before you, O Lord, we lay before you everything that holds us back from our fear of failure, our sense of inadequacy, our paralysis of faith. In your mercy, may we boast not of our own competence and ability, but of the work you are accomplishing in us and through us, despite even our best efforts. In this, may we find our reason for being and rejoice in the privilege we have to serve you in this time and in this place. In your powerful name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And at this time, I'm going to ask the following student for Burgadius Elementary School to please stand when I call their name. And please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I have never seen them before, and they are such interesting names. Trinaya Beasley, Mykena Berry, and you all could come in to the front. It'll be great. You come right in the front of us. Braden Bajaski, Adam Casteco, Madeline Clark, Kaylin Morphe, Camelin Mullins, Ashton Sanford, Taja Shannon, Kaylee Snyder, Christian Ventura, Capri Wagner, Aubrey White, and Darby Woodard. These are our wonderful students from Burgadius Elementary School. And at this time, will you please stand and join them as we for the Pledge of Allegiance. United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. And at this time, We're going to ask W.J. Organis Elementary to present the character words and the Craven County Schools core value for the month of May. So let's give them another hand. It is not easy to stand in front of an audience, but these children are brave. And so we're going to cheer them on as they educate us tonight with our character words.
Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Adam. Have you heard about the character words for the month of May? I have. What are they? Courage and innovation. Courage means a person can face challenges without fear, and innovation means discovering. Thanks for telling me. We have learned about some people who have shown courage and innovation throughout history, and now we're here to show you some examples of these historical people.
That's what you know that.
Let's play a game so you can name these famous innovators. Board members, you are invited to hold up your card to show the famous innovator that matches the clue shared.
Okay, here we go.
Our first clue is this person was the youngest person to be chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and was the first African-American Secretary of State. Who is he? That's right, Colin Powell.
All right.
I'm talking about.
Colin Powell said, "You can't make someone else's choices, so you should let someone else make yours." This person is the first woman to earn 2 Nobel Prizes. She received them in physics or chemistry. Who is she? It is Marie Curie. Marie Curie said, "Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood." This person was the first African-American woman to earn a pilot's license and was known for stunt flying and aerial tricks. Who is she? You guessed it, Bessie Coleman. Bessie Coleman said he never lived to the plane. This person was the first African-American Supreme Court justice and he memorized the whole Constitution. Who is he? You're right, Thurgood Marshall.
You don't get no prize for Allen first.
Thurgood Marshall said, "We can always stick together when we're losing, but tend to find means of breaking up when we're winning." This person was a world famous poet and writer. She called for peace and friendship around the world. Who was she? You got it, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou said, "My mission in life is not religious or violent, but religious or passion." Great job using the clues to name these famous innovators.
Now we would like for the principal of this school to come forward and do her dance as
They're
well.
not done. They're not done. They're not done. They're still to go.
Wow, those people have some creative and innovative ideas. They also have the show courage to create change and change their world. That makes me want to think of ways we can show courage, innovation, and create change right now. I can be original change by encouraging and helping others. I could be an agent of change by taking initiative to learn new things. I can be an agent of change by having a growth mindset. I can be an agent of change by being prepared for new experiences. These people made their mark. What will yours be?
Is there more? You know, this is what we all have witnessed tonight. Is the reason why our teachers and our administrators get up every morning to go to their schools to help develop all the potential in each individual child. And we see that tonight, and we are so thankful for the work that they have done. We thank you for the presentations, a lot of hard work was put into that, and we are very thankful. Let's give them another hand of applause.
Bravo! Encore!
At this time, we're getting ready to do our recognitions. I'm going to ask Miss Naomi Clark if she would do our governor school for us, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just general guidance, as your name is called, we would ask that you head up the stairs. Thank you. The Governor's School of North Carolina is a 5.5-week summer residential program. It is the oldest statewide summer residential program for academically or intellectually gifted high school students in the nation. The program integrates academic disciplines, the arts, and unique courses on 2 campuses. The curriculum focuses on the exploration of the most recent ideas and concepts in each discipline. The program, which is open to rising seniors with exceptions made for rising juniors in selected performing visual arts areas, is located on 2 campuses. Governor School West is at Winston-Salem State University, and Governor School East is at Meredith College in Raleigh. The program is administered by the Public Schools of North Carolina, the State Board of Education, and the Department of Public Instruction through the Exceptional Children's Division. A Board of Governors appointed by the State Board of Education acts as an advisory board. Less than 1% of high school students make it to the state level of nomination, and it is truly an honor to be nominated. This year, we have 8 students who have been selected to participate in the Governor's School of North Carolina this summer. Isabel Raines, Craven Early College High, Natural Science. Kara Daniels, Early College East High School, Social Science. Alana Lasuski, Early College East High, Natural Science. Tegan Brune, Havelock High, Instrumental Music, Clarinet. Kelly Deep, Havelock High, Social Science. Marlena Lackey, New Bern High, Dance. Oscar Rezek, New Bern High, Social Science. And lastly, Emily Cruz Ramirez, West Craven High, Instrumental Music, Clarinet. Congratulations on this honor. What category? Oh, go Daniels. Okay. Thank you. Our next, as I call your names, this concerns the character word and core value for May. Trinaya Beasley. McKenna Berry. Akira Bryant. Braden Bujowski. Adam Kosteka. Madeline Clark. Caitlin Markey, Camerlyn Mullins, Ashton Sanford, Taj Shannon, Kaylee Snyder, Christian Ventura, Capri Wagner, Aubrey White. Congratulations to you all.
I'm going to share with you the North Carolina State North Carolina Reading Association students and adults adopting and participate by the process. The Queen Service Youth Club by this March event, Greentown Schools for over 30. Courtney Murphy has shared this event. President of the North Carolina Reading Association is given the honor of creating a topic that will be inclusive of all, same time, everyone, right, period. This year, getting ready is president of the North Carolina Building and Design of the Future. This gives students the opportunity to write about how the NCR also held its fifth annual color design contest. Students were encouraged to traditional design state and into this publication. This year, Clayton County Schools is thrilled to our 11 students who provided one student for the month. We're also recognize adult. The winners will honor state celebration and local state winners receive the medal and book. Congratulations. always at the back, making sure that it was being lit. I'll have you stand in the school if you are. Thank you. Please, thank you so much. It's a rule. From Tucker Creek Middle, over there. From Tucker Creek Middle, over there. Very proud of this group of young authors. chair by February. At UNC. This credit is for the top musicians, which is compromised with time. The Board of Education proudly celebrates the adult district band. Middle school, all district band students were Suffolk Creek Middle School. We have Ms. Percussion. Isabella Townsend, the bass clarinet. Kristen Brown, the alto saxophone. The trumpet. Josiah Johnson, the trumpet. Lee Mallon, the French horn. Jacob Clark, the trombone. Ryan Jones, the tuba. Jazz, percussion. Melissa Panzarelli, the trombone. And going to see we have Miha Al-Shubi, the clarinet. Rihanna Pierce, the clarinet. Jordan Esley, the alto saxophone. Grant Murray, the bass percussion. Belly from Havelock Middle School, we have Eshabella Delawares, the clarinet. Press, the alto saxophone. We have Christopher Saavedra. Yes, the clarinet. Julio Brito Arias, the horn. Najee Coward, the trombone. Adam Price, the tuba. Miguel Cato, the tuba. Grady Dixon, the percussion. From Havelock High School, we have Ms. Heather Santos, the flute. Grace Fortune, the oboe. Gracie Orange, the bassoon. Kat Hurst, the clarinet. Tegan Broom, the clarinet. Liberty Mattel, the clarinet.
Jody Cook, the clarinet. Shaylin Barnes, the clarinet. Aviance Robinson, the clarinet. Kelsey Sheely, the Eve Contra alto clarinet. Sarah Crocker, the trumpet. Jocko Nags, the trumpet. Jackson Mills, the horn. Zoe Anabni, the horn. Yeah, I wanted to say that. Tyler Kelly, the horn. Mason Waterman, the trombone. Jay Clinton, the tuba. John Derek Maroquin, the percussion. And from West Craven High School, we have Carson Lackey, the trumpet. Our following students also participated in all-state band at the clinic held April 29th through May 1st at UNC Chapel Hill. Davis Ezell, the euphonium of H.J. McDonald Middle School. Adam Price, the tuba of New Bern High School. Gracie Orange, the bassoon of Havelock High School. And Kelsey Sheely, the contra alto clarinet. Congratulations to all of the students for such a great job of being selected to be in the all district band.
All right, next, we want to recognize the FFA Parliamentary Procedure Competition State winners. The purpose of the Parliamentary Procedure Career Development event is to encourage students to learn to participate effectively in a business meeting and to assist in development of their leadership skills. In this event, members demonstrate their proficiency of using correct parliamentary procedure while conducting meetings. During this event, teams discuss local, state, and national FFA events and activities. This challenging event requires members to work independently and collaboratively. The following students from West Craven High School were placed third in the state: Riley Casey, Morgan Everett, Carson Lackey, and Taylor Rogers.
Next, we will announce the Future Business Leaders of America State Leadership Conference winners. Several of Havelock High School's Future Business Leaders of America members attended the annual North Carolina's FBLA State Leadership Conference. This leadership conference gives business students the opportunity to meet and compete with other FBLA members from around the state as well as the nation. The conference was held in Greensboro, North Carolina on March 24th through the 26th of 2022. HHS students competed and won in the following categories. And as I call your name, please come up. Gabrielle Butler, third place, FBL, Future Business Leader. Peyton Butler, top 10 recognition in social media award. Tim Lay, first place, word processing. Jaden Nesbitt, top 10 job interview competition. Congratulations.
See who's next. At this time, we will recognize the Odyssey of the Mind tournament winners. Odyssey of the Mind is an international team-based creative problem-solving competition that engages students in their learning by allowing their knowledge and ideas to come to life in an exciting, productive environment. Participants build 21st century skills, create new friendships, and are able to recognize and explore their true potential. Problems naturally lend themselves to a STEM and art focus, also requiring a dramatic presentation. Students bring their solutions to competition on the local, state, and world level. Teams from almost every state and 25 other countries participate in the program. The following students from Grover C. Fields' Problem 3 Odyssey of the Mind team qualified for the World Finals by winning second place at the North Carolina State Tournament in Cullowhee on April 2nd. So as I call these students, would you come forward? And then the coaches. The coaches are Ann Marini and Megan Evans. The students are Caitlin Allen, Connor Bertlin, Fiona Evans, Evan Miller, Ian Miller, Clara Marini, and Liliana Sabrito. Congratulations to this team and good luck at the World Finals.
Tucker Creek Middle Technology Student Association recently returned from an exciting 3-day NC TSA State Conference in Greensboro, April 7th through 9th. 14 students competed in 10 different events against hundreds of students from all around North Carolina. Tucker Creek proudly won awards and/or qualified to compete at TSA Nationals in the following event categories. Tech Bowl, first place, Jacob Crocker, Cody Morris, and Kimberly Kirby. Dragster, first place, Jacob Jones. Dragster, second place, Ramon Rodriguez. Junior Solar Sprint, second place, Jacob Crocker, Cody Morris, Alexander Windley. Mechanical Engineering, third place, Jacob Jones, Wyatt Duval, Ramon Rodriguez. Prepared Speech, second place, Kimberly Kirby. Vex IQ Robotics, first place, Zariah Onan, Jacob Jones, Wyatt Duval, Jenna Van Slunt, Ramon Rodriguez, Margaret Hirsch, and Christina Monk. All students who placed have qualified to advance to compete at the TSA National Conference in Dallas, Texas, at the end of June. This is the first time Tucker Creek Middle School students will have ever physically attended TSA Nationals, and they are so excited. Congratulations, guys.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association Women's Wrestling Invitational was held at Greensboro Annex on February 5th in this year. Natalie Titus, a sophomore at Havelock High School, has been wrestling for only 3 years, and she wrestled at the 132 weight class in the Women's State Wrestling Championship. And she was the 132nd state runner-up. Natalie, congratulations. Don't want to mess with Natalie. Yeah, or her coach. Wow. State champion.
Next, we will recognize the North Carolina Farm to School Art Contest State Winner Recognition. The North Carolina Farm to School Art Contest had 4,246 entries from across the state. And the judges had a challenging task to choose only 13 winners. The winners will be featured as a month or the cover in the 2022-23 North Carolina Farm to School calendar. We are proud to have a winner from Craven County Schools, Turner Lewis, a fourth grader at Vanceboro Farm Life Elementary. Congratulations, Turner, on being one of the winners. We look forward to seeing your artwork in the 2022-23 Farm to School calendar.
We'll now do our staff recognitions. Ms. Jamie Beach, and as I call your name, ma'am, would you please approach? Ms. Jamie Beach, RN, is a school nurse at Havelock Middle School and Early College East. She is an essential piece of our puzzle because of her daily interactions with staff and students she serves. Ms. Beach has provided leadership and training for her students, and staff at both of her schools during this pandemic. You could never miss Ms. Beach in the halls of her schools because of her contagious smile and positive attitude. School leaders share that she is the best nurse I've ever had. She works well with the staff and has good rapport with students. She ensures we have all of our safety needs met. She is a team player. Her overall work ethic demonstrates her dedication to reducing barriers for the health and safety of our students. We thank you, Ms. Beach.
Straight from guitar and a surprise to you, your husband's. Kept this a secret all day.
Oh, my.
Her husband and children.
Okay. We're going to shift gears just a little bit now, but I hope you're like me, awed by all the talented, smart, and hardworking students and families and staff that we've recognized tonight. But the shift tonight is going to be about pie grants, and this comes with money. So we're always excited about recognizing the pie grants. Tonight, we're spotlighting our funders and the winners of the Toyota of New Bern Tech Grant, the Sudden Link by Altice Tech Grant, and Donna and Team New Bern Music Grant for making a significant impact on Craven County schools through our local nonprofit Partners in Education. These partners made it possible to award $10,000 to our schools. Is Darlene Brown here? Would you come forward? Thank you. Darlene, of course, is the Executive Director for Partners in Education, which is an independent organization whose mission is to, with its own board, whose mission is to support the work going on in Craven County schools, to support our teachers, and thereby supporting our students. The teaching 21st century skills without the appropriate resources is very difficult. To address this area of concern, Partners in Education created the Technology Grant Program with Suddenlink and Toyota of New Bern. Each grant winner was awarded $3,000. We're truly grateful to these companies for their continued support. The winner of the Suddenlink by Altice Technology Grant is Craven Virtual Academy, Nakia McCall, Principal, and Suen Walker and Joshua Kitchen. If you could come forward. And likewise, if we have representatives of all Suddenlink and Altice, please come forward too. The winner of the Toyota of New Bern Technology Grant is Arthur W. Edwards Elementary, Melissa Thompson, Principal, and Kaylee Kramer and Heather Santos. If you could come forward. And anyone from Toyota. Next, the Donna and Team New Bern Music Grants are cash awards offered through PI to encourage innovative and creative educational projects that have the potential of encouraging long-range growth in music performance. 4 grants were awarded at $1,000 each. The winners of the Donna and Team New Bern Music Grants are at Graham A. Barden, Renika Wallace, Principal, and Ariel Wade. If you'd come forward. And I don't know if anyone's here from Donna and Team. If you could come forward. Okay. At WJ Gerganis Elementary, Deborah Hurst, Principal, and Luana, thank you, Parliamentary. Luana, I got Parliamentary. I don't know why I couldn't get Luana. Okay. At H.J. McDonald Middle, Pammy Reese, Principal, and Amanda Whitford. And at Tucker Creek Middle, Claudia Casey, Principal, and Blair Dial. Congratulations to all our winners on your outstanding work. And thank you to our funders in supporting the efforts of Craven County Schools and PI through the awarding of these grants. Here.
Now we're going to do North Carolina DPI Rethink Education. Rethink Education helps our school communities prepare to and adapt and focus on what matters most, supporting the safety and success of North Carolina students, no matter the challenge or learning disruption. An initiative of North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, Rethink Education, is supported by a grant from the U.S. Department of Education. Rethink Education is preparing teachers to engage in blended learning, providing high-quality K-8 content through Go Open, sharing resources for parents and supporting districts to prepare for future learning disruptions. 4 Craven County school teachers earned their NCDPI Rethink Education Facilitators Badge in 2022. Brianna Spinner from James W. Smith Elementary. Whitney Hernandez from Roger Bell New Tech Academy. Kristen Lane from Grover C. Fields. And Jessica Manning from West Craven Middle. Congratulations to these talented teachers for their work, helping to build a more resilient future for our district.
At this time, we'll call on our superintendent, Dr. Wendy Miller, to do her thing.
So before we go on break, I would like to introduce new leaders in our district. And I will start off with the assistant principals. And if you can just come up here and stand across, we can get a picture of you. New assistant principal Katie Chadwick, Tucker Creek Middle School. Stacy Dematia, Roger Bell New Tech Academy. Christina Lowe, Grover C. Fields Middle School. Kim Scott, Creekside Elementary School. Paul Schwab, Graham A. Barden. Courtney Merkel, Havelock Elementary School. Sharon Richardson, Oaks Road Academy. Keith Davis, Trent Park Elementary. And Leilani Camden, Newbern High School. Welcome our new folks, or folks moving to a new spot. New principals or principals moving to a new spot. We have the new principal of J.T. Barber Elementary School, Mr. Ty Mac Willis. Principal Bridgeton Elementary School, Rachel Ewer. Principal Havelock Elementary School, Stephen Curry. Principal of H.J. McDonald Middle School, Stacy Gillette. And Principal of West Craven Middle School, Stephanie King.
Congratulations. This time we'll dismiss for a 10-minute break.
important for our students to start testing at 8:30 in the morning, it is just as important for us to try to make sure that we can offer them academic classes that early in the morning, every single grade. And I appreciate you all taking time to hear from us every single month, and I appreciate the note taking. I really do. I would just like more feedback. I think that Ms. Kim said the so what, so what after the behavioral report? What about it? What is going to be done about it? There's kind of like a lack of follow-up with, I think, some of the input that's happening from stakeholders. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Our next presenter is Ms. Nell Hudson.
Hi, my name is Nell Hudson at 301 Fairway Drive. My daughter is an 8th grader at the H.J. McDonald Middle School, and I would like to take this opportunity to publicly thank Ms. Reese, Ms. Morris, Ms. Hargis, Ms. Newby, Ms. Wasicki, Coach Lee, Ms. Connell, Ms. Conway, Ms. Whitford, and all of the H.J. faculty and staff for an extra special year. My daughter has loved 8th grade. H.J.'s innovative schedule has really helped her, especially the flexibility the schedule provides in regards to completing homework. And this has made evenings in our house much less stressful. Speaking of stress, there have been discussions over the months regarding the mental health of our students. As the daughter of lifelong educators, I would like to encourage all of our educators and staff, whether in the schools or at the central office, as well as our board members, to please be mindful of your own mental health. My mom suffered 2 serious bouts of depression while teaching. The first one in 1980 resulted in her having to step away from being a teacher. She became a teaching assistant for a number of years, giving her time to develop work-life balance skills and giving her time to regain her confidence as an educator. Educators have always had to shoulder more than their fair share. But these past years, between a historic hurricane and pandemic, educators, nurses, staff, and board members, you haven't had much time to pause, reflect, or even relax. Because of various problems and issues our system has faced, it can be hard to know who to trust and what to trust. I hope that in the coming school year, mental health and rebuilding relationships can be 2 of our system's goals. Dr. Miller, thank you for your leadership. Thank you to the cabinet, to their leadership, and for all the different steps the central office is taking to support our principals, teachers, staff, and students. Thank you to the school board for your work and service during this most challenging time. Thank you all for finding ways to celebrate the growth and accomplishments of our educators and students. And thank you for the hard work everyone across the district is currently doing to make things better for all our students. Please take care of yourselves.
Thank you. Next presenter, Mr. Fink.
Glenn Fink, 646 Goose Creek Way or Goose Creek Road. I wasn't able to make it to the work session this week, but I did get a chance to watch the meeting in whole. There was a lot of time spent on conduct events and related disciplinary action and potential bias. There was a lot of time spent in discussions about principal performance, evaluations, or lack thereof. But both topics are related and fall under the school district culture, which must be improved. There should be nothing more important to this board than the culture in the schools. Discipline relates to both of these items. The non-agenda item discussion Tuesday, and I do appreciate the board identifying critical issues and holding open discussion. The main discussion point I got was a disproportionate number of Black males are receiving disciplinary action, followed by a proposal to establish a new high-priced administration position, super principal, to fix it. I know meeting protocol stopped the process until a future date. Whether this super principal is someone everyone knows and loves and is thought to be the source of sunshine, or is a total unknown to our district, they will not be able to fix the culture, nor should they. The current principals are responsible and should be accountable for doing this with the support of administration. I know more general data is to be provided to the board members on this concern. They will likely only, that extra data will likely only conflate the issue. To define the problem, you have to dig deeper than general statistics. I would recommend you get a small group, maybe 3 people, diverse, trusted committee, should individually review the details of each and every event without knowledge of race, sex, or any other characteristic of the people for consistency to the policy standard, followed by that group discussion to decide if action taken was just, and if not, why. And until you go to that level, you won't know what your problem is. You won't know if it's bias or if it's a conduct problem of the group that's being considered. And until you do that legwork, you won't know anything. So I got ahead of myself there, but I think I did say, it almost feels like, we've got a solution looking for a problem. And there is a problem. We just got to define it before we look for the solution. Performance evaluations. How did this board allow 5 years to pass without principal evaluations? There's statute out there, powers and duties general, about sound basic education. It includes employment decisions and other administrative actions. And ignorance is not an excuse. I know 3 of the board members seated in the last couple of years, wasn't here during a period of that, but the majority have been here for more than 5 years. Our superintendent has only been in her position for a couple of years, but as human resource leader of the district should be accountable to ensure these reviews are completed. I would add that principal level review should be done not only by whoever's assigned theirs, but the superintendent and this board should know there's 26 principals, and they're critical to the success of our schools. If you folks don't know how they're being evaluated, then I think that's a failure because you're responsible. Skip over that. I'll just say curriculum. State statute is clear on the board's responsibility on this. 115C4733, sole authority to select and procure supplemental instructional materials. And then there's 33A that talks about selection of non-state board education selections. And so this board has full responsibility and ability to pick curriculum. So as it relates to the making proud choices, before it was brought to your attention by me, were any of you aware of it? And if you were, I'd like to understand what your thoughts were. And if you weren't, that fits that statute directly. So I'm asking, after the reviews that's been done, what's your position on the forward look on making proud choices? And why would you have a third party come in and teach something at taxpayers' expense that could be done and is being done in other schools with our own resources with no additional expense? So I don't understand why that was continued to be doubled down by the administration. And I asked this board to take a look at that. I also wanted to hear about the equity audit and then the rebooking of school district libraries. Those are important points to the public.
Thank you. Board members, that concludes our public input. I'm going to suggest instead of a 10-minute break that we take a 5-minute break. There's a matter that I want to discuss. to response to discussion of public input. We will not respond publicly. Superintendent, I am referring the necessary comments to your direction, and you will handle it appropriately.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any bin items? Let's talk about celebrations.
Well, I have one.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Miller and I had the privilege of attending New Bern High School for the recognition of the AVID program. New Bern High School was designated, as of today, I believe, a demonstration site for AVID, advancement via individual determination, and became one of the 7th demonstration school in the state for AVID. And I didn't get the number in the US, but it was like 20 something. It's 217. Thank you. Thank you. It's always good to have experts in the audience. I missed a digit, but it was quite an honor, and they have already undertaken or taken under the wing, so to speak, a school in Dare County, First Flight, who's going to go through this very similar process, as others have helped us. So anyway, what a celebration.
Anyone else?
I agree with Mr. Ipock. I have talked to kids that go to New Bern High School, and they don't tell you that I'm in AVID or I participate in AVID. For the past 2 years that my daughter has attended New Bern High School, she will tell me I go to an AVID school. So all of the teachers throughout New Bern High School are using those techniques of writing things down, because when you write it down, you remember it better. So to hear Kaylee tell me that she attends an AVID school, that's huge. The kids tonight were great. That's why we're all here, right?
Yes.
The presentations were wonderful, and they are our leaders, and our students have done some great things. For Tucker Creek kids to get to go to nationals, all that STEM stuff. I mean, robotics. So, we're heading down the path for doctors there and engineers, and it's just phenomenal stuff that the kids get to do in those classes. So that's a great thing.
Next, anyone else with regard to celebration?
I celebrate the fact that we had the opportunity to meet the principals face to face here in one setting. We support them so that they shall be successful moving forward with next year.
Anyone else?
I have another one.
Go ahead, sir.
Celebrations, we picked the perfect time to be here at Grover C. Fields, because the crowd that we had, we definitely couldn't accommodate that one at central office today. I guess that was the purpose.
Mr. Manning, do you have anything to add?
I was at Bridgeton this week and got to go and meet the principal there personally, and to walk around and just see how all the students were engaged and in their learning, and also getting to read in their reading program, school-wide reading program, the Book of the Wizard of Oz. So they're just doing some great things. So shout out to them and celebrating them.
I celebrate our superintendent. I'll take you through the 5 letters of the alphabet. You are accessible. Your vision, that's out of order, but your vision is clear. The clarity that you provide is just outstanding. You are a beacon of light, and you give teachers and staff and the board and the community hope. You are a dynamo insofar as being almost like the Energizer Bunny. And lastly, your effervescent personality is just pervasive throughout the entire community. And I, for one, am very grateful that you are one of our leaders. Thank you.
And I say ditto. Ditto.
Moving on to our goal work. Board members, we've got a lot to do. And within the next 10 days, I will be sending you letters talking about what sort of training that you think that we need and how we can go forward as an effective board. We also need to, with your assistance, I can't do it by myself. So we're going to be talking about redistributing some of the tasks so that everyone has their equal share, especially with Ms. King having gone on to different horizons. But that's where we are with regard to goal work. Moving on to closed session, I don't see there a need for closed session. So we move to evaluation. Go ahead.
All right, board members, and thinking about your goals tonight, what was a plus? What worked?
We stayed on task.
Anything else?
We followed our ground rules and there wasn't sidebars.
What else worked?
We also were in a public forum outside of being at Central Services, and I think that helps.
What else worked? All righty, in an effort to always get better, what were our deltas, if any? How can we improve?
We all could have been here.
Other improvement suggestions?
We could have had prior to the day answers for some of the public comments. We could have had answers prior to this meeting so that those questions wouldn't have had to be asked again today. Our follow-up could have been better. It needs to be better. We will make it better together.
Well said, well said.
What else? Areas to improve.
Guess that's all.
Okay, that's all we have.
Board members, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.